dream about spending our days doing something we love, and we're about to meet a furniture designer who's able to do just that. He uses his very keen eye for design, as well as his love for shapes and proportion, to create these beautiful pieces from recycled materials that have a history and a story. So he's basically taking the ordinary and making it extraordinary.
I've grown up with timber being around me. My dad's a builder, you know, was always on and off building sites as a kid, so always had that in my life. My pieces are pretty unique and sort of stand-alone. I like to look at them as like a practical art piece. So they have the functionality, which I probably would have gotten from being a carpenter, with a bit more flair. And here's some of my pieces in here.
Oh, wow, Luke. How amazing. You really like shape and form, don't you?
I just really enjoy experimenting and breaking the traditional form of furniture. And bringing some playfulness to it, I guess.
This is upcycling, isn't it? You're using resources that would have been discarded.
Pretty much. So everything had a previous life and now it's getting a new one.
Are you the guy that when he's driving along the road, you're also looking at the side of the road for, you know, council cleanup?
Yes. Whenever I drive past any skip, I'll try and have a little look. There's so much stuff getting thrown away, and you can see that it can be made into beautiful things.
So this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, so this is the shared workplace. It's a great environment to be part of.
Well, you'd be inspired daily, wouldn't you? Because you're working around other creatives, constantly being, I guess, critiqued, maybe?
Yeah, you get a lot of good constructive criticism and just learning new techniques off a whole wide range of makers and designers.
What am I looking at? There are some really cool things here. I've just naturally gravitated towards this table. What is that? Is that it?
That's just part of the hot water service. And then I'll just cut them into sections like this and just clean off any rust, and then they'll end up like this, treated with something to inhibit the rust, and then sealed with just like a polyurethane. I really think metal and timber work very well together. Old hot water services brings the curves into my pieces and just has that element of shape and also contrast.
What about the copper pipes? What do you do with them?
So I've used these as just spaces in like a shelving unit, and then you just have like a dowel in between them just to give them a bit more strength. And then you can just bend them quite easily and just made them into handles for drawers or something.
What a good idea. This is a whole different level of upcycling. I think I know what this might be. I think it might be part of a trivet that goes on a gas stove to hold the pot.
It is.
Are you serious? What do you use this for?
I think they look awesome for just drawer handles as well.
What about this gas hob?
Also just handles. I think handles make a massive statement on a piece.
Yeah.
It just sort of completes the face, I guess.
Most people would look at that and see a gas hob,
Yeah,
not a draw pull.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
Recycling's a massive part of what I do, and I get a real kick out of taking something that was, you know, destined for landfill and then, you know, giving it a new purpose, and I might be able to use that for a handle or doorknob and just trying to incorporate them into my work. Well, I think Australian timbers in general are pretty amazing. There's such a wide variety of different tones and colours. They've just got so much character.
Wow, Luke, this timber is beautiful.
This is some blackwood that was salvaged out of the Black Saturday fires.
Oh, whoa, you can see the char.
So, pretty devastating day, but pretty privileged to be able to get something out of it and then hopefully can make something beautiful out of it. The grain in it is just stunning. Such a diverse range of colours, just jumping from one to the next. It's pretty special.
What are you going to use this piece for? This, I mean, is clearly was a branch. Because it would be such a shame to just like chop it and use it in sections.
I think I'll let this one sit in my brain for a while until I find a suitable job for it that will do it justice.
Let the idea percolate.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice one.
I think I got to a point where I just had to stop making stuff because I just didn't have the room to house it. So now I do a lot more sketches. And a friend once said to me that, you know, it doesn't matter what you're creating as long as you just keep creating. So I think sketching gives you a great outlet to do that. You could be drawing and then you just see something in a different light or get new ideas from those sketches. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have a crack at something like this and following what I really want to do.